Okay, we're obviously gonna have to, let's see what the fuel range. I'm gonna reset. This truck is normally getting right around 18 mpg, so I'm gonna reset it right now. We have a full tank of fuel.
All right, and there we are back there, ready to hit the road.
Drop it.
All right,
moment of truth.
Go. Moment of truth for the 4Runner.
We really need the 4Runner to be able to pull this off, because we don't want to have to buy another vehicle, because we love 4Runners. So this one is the, we got the full-time 4-wheel drive transmission. Never pulled anything with it before. We're taking a leap of faith here, and let's see if
It's
this...
got enough towing capacity.
Yeah, it has a 5,000 pound towing capacity. We'll, let's see how it goes down the interstate, and I guess we're gonna find out together.
All right. All right. We just got up to about 40 miles per hour. Gotta
Just pulled out. So
see
far,
Ron back on camera back there.
so far it's doing really well. Feels good, actually.
All right, go.
All right, we're gonna take the back. We're taking the back roads because we've never pulled an RV before. We're gonna get on the interstate at some point, but we're at 55 miles an hour. I'm just a little over 2,000 RPMs. Feels pretty good. No sway.
Well, we're about to pass a bus, so let's
I'm
see.
passing a bus. Handle that just fine.
It wasn't bad.
It's doing way better than I was expecting. I mean, I don't know what it's gonna be like yet at 65, but we'll find out.
We're just on a little 2-lane highway.
Now I am in S mode. I heard from somebody some pointers that instead of the 4Runner, it doesn't have a trailer tow button or anything. So if you put it in S, it goes up. It stays at 4th gear. It'll go up to 4th gear. I just heard that's a little better on the transmission. But right now it's doing great. Brake controller, we're about to stop at a red light. The trailer has its own brakes, so that helps a lot. So the truck doesn't feel strange stopping at all. So far, so good.
Proceed to the route. Proceed to the route.
All right. We are about an hour in off of main roads. We did pretty well. We're about to get on the highway, see what it can do. So, how was your first regular road?
It did really good. I mean, I was handled
green light.
it really well. Here we go. We're gonna go see what she can do on the interstate for the first time. Newbies, never done this before.
Newbies toting on the interstate with our trailer.
So she's climbing up 2,500 RPMs. She's working a little bit.
And we're loving this backup camera.
Yeah, we got
Absolutely loving it. It's a must-have. Okay, we're gonna merge.
So here we got merge. Hopefully they're
Onto the
gonna.
highway. They're gonna let us in.
Okay, we're going. And I've been playing around with overdrive, and I noticed that once you get going, if we put her in overdrive, we will get better fuel economy. So we're at 2,500 RPM now. Let's see if she goes into 5th gear. Drop down. Now we're just a little over 2,000 RPMs. We are at 65 miles an hour. Just doing really well. I'm gonna put her on cruise control. And this is bone stock. We haven't done anything at all. Taking it off cruise control. So yeah, we're on the interstate. So far, so good. We're at 2,100 RPMs at 65 miles an hour.
We towed for about an hour between 40 and 55 miles an hour and only used like a 1/16 of a tank of gas.
Yeah, I mean she dropped down when I put her in 5th gear. I dropped her down by about 500 RPMs going that speed. So I'd use S mode on the 4Runner, you know, to pull out into traffic, get going. Then to save a little fuel, put her in overdrive.
Some box trucks passed us, didn't phase us. We're up to.
Well, now we're going a little slower.
60.
Get her up on the main part of the interstate, and we'll start. So far, so good. I mean, I would stick with, you know, an RV that's around 3,600 pounds for this truck for sure. I wouldn't, you know, you want a little bit of a buffer, which is why we went with this one, because it's right at 3,600 pounds. We figured, you know, you got 700 pounds of water, and then you got your gear, and so this seems like a good trailer for a 4Runner. The NOBO 19.2.
In 2 miles, take exit
22
feet on the right onto
feet, so we're not
I-75
super
south
long.
toward Naples.
Most people have still been letting us in traffic.
It's been doing well.
There goes another truck next to us. We'll put on the sway bar and then decide if that changes anything.
We're going 67 miles an hour right now. I'm at just a little under 2,000 RPMs now. Now we're at 3,000 because we're 68 actually. She'll drop down here again. Now we're at 2,500. Now we're back down to 2,000, a little under 2,000. So she's hunting a little bit. I'm gonna switch her back to sport mode to see if she doesn't hunt as much.
We're also kind of going up a hill.
Yeah, we're going up a hill.
Stay in the left 2 lanes.
Putting her back in drive. She's an overdriver. Just chugging along. Going back uphill.
Take exit
Just
15
under
on the
3,000
right onto
RPMs.
I-75 south toward Naples.
South toward Naples. This way. Alright. We'll catch up with you guys in a bit. Alright.
All right, we made it to our campsite. We did mixed driving. We did a lot at 55 miles an hour. We did the interstate. We took back roads. She really liked 55 miles an hour pulling this rig. She hung out around 2,000 RPMs, pulling at 55. You're a steady 2,500 RPM average. When you hit 65, you're definitely burning more fuel. We definitely found that S mode is the way you want to go when you're on the interstate. Overdrive worked really well when we were just cruising around in normal traffic on the back roads, about 55 miles an hour average. So yeah, it did well. 11.5 miles per gallon average. She normally not pulling anything. It's around that 17-ish mark, 16.
We did
But,
100 miles and used about a little over a quarter of a tank. Took us about 2 hours. And we are here.
Did well. So yeah, if you got a 4Runner or you're looking for a 4Runner and you want to pull a travel trailer, I would go with we did with the 3,600 pound, and I think she works very well for that. I don't think you want to push the limit and get a 4,500 pound rig or anything like that, because when you got to quick wait for the weight of your water and your gear and all that. So I would definitely try to get something under 4,000 pounds. Leave yourself a buffer. But we're real happy, and I think we feel comfortable enough to hit the road and do some real RVing now. And love the 4Runner. Glad we're not going to have to trade it in or to get a big truck. We were kind of not wanting to do that, especially since we already had a paid for vehicle, and a new truck is like 70-80 grand now for a big rig. So we went with an ultralight so we could keep the 4Runner, and we're gonna see what it goes and continue the adventure.
So follow our journeys. See you later.
See you guys.
We made it to our first campsite. The water's right over there. Ryan did a fabulous job backing us in right up next to the picnic table. And now we're just gonna get us unhooked. And all is well.
That's sweet, man.
Yeah, make it look a lot better, doesn't it?
Yeah. Oh, can you back up with it?
Oh yeah, yeah. You can go.
Dang, that leveled it out. This thing was squatting.
Yeah, it squatted at like 4 inches. I measured it before I took it off of there.
Dang.
So what you do is just start jacking it up. The higher you take it, the easier it is to take these on and off.
Okay.
So
So jack it up with it still connected?
yes.
Okay.
Yes. And you do it in reverse when you go to hook it up. You'll hook the ball up, and then you'll jack the whole thing up.
Okay.
Yeah. It just makes it easier to get these bars on and off because there's a lot of pressure on
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
You'll just pull the clip
Okay.
and it slides right out. And then you just lift this up and this comes out. And the bars are the same. There's not
Okay.
a left or a right, so you don't have to worry about that. So, and then once you get the other bar off, you just let it back down, and then it just becomes just like you pulled it in here. It's just unhook the bar and your chains and wiring, and it's all good. So when you go to hook it up, you'll back up to it, you'll hook the trailer up, and then you'll jack the whole thing back up, and then
then
put the bars on it. And like I said, the higher you take it, the easier it is to.
And then this just kind of locks in.
Yeah, it just sits there. Only thing that
Oh,
does,
it's already locked in?
the only thing that does is holds it while you're while it's like
okay.
that.
All right.
Once there's pressure on it, that doesn't do anything because the pressure is going like that. So, and it does give you a tool. If you don't feel like jacking it up that far, you just grab it and lift it over.
Okay. So you don't think I need airbags in it?
No,
Can I add like another, what if I put like an extra 100 pounds in the back here?
that's fine.
Because right now I had what, 150?
What you do is the trailer. When you put weight in the trailer, you do it throughout the trailer. It's not just in one spot. So
the weight's kind of just as
that doesn't matter. You only